كلما رزقوا منها من ثمرة رزقا قالوا هذا الذي رزقنا من قبل وأتوا به متشابها ولهم فيها أزواج مطهرة وهم فيها خالدون إن الله لا يستحيي أن يضرب مثلا ما بعوضة فما فوقها فأما الذين آمنوا فيعلمون أنه الحق من ربهم وأما الذين كفروا فيقولون ماذا أراد الله بهذا مثلا يضل به كثيرا ويهدي به كثيرا وما يضل به إلا الفاسقين الذين ينقضون عهد الله من بعد ميثاقه ويقطعون ما أمر الله به أن يوصل ويفسدون في الأرض أولئك هم الخاسرون كيف تكفرون بالله وكنتم أمواتا فأحياكم ثم يميتكم ثم يحييكم ثم إليه ترجعون هو الذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا ثم استوى إلى السماء فسواهن 7 سماوات وهو بكل شيء عليم وإذ قال ربك للملائكة إني جاعل في الأرض خليفة قالوا أتجعل فيها من يفسد فيها ويسفك الدماء ونحن نسبح بحمدك ونقدس لك قال إني أعلم ما لا تعلمون وعلم آدم الأسماء كلها ثم عرضهم على الملائكة فقال أنبئوني بأسماء هؤلاء إن كنتم صادقين قالوا سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم قال يا آدم أنبئهم بأسمائهم فلما أنبأهم بأسمائهم قال ألم أقل لكم إني أعلم غيب السماوات والأرض وأعلم ما تبدون وما كنتم تكتمون وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس أبى واستكبر وكان من الكافرين وقلنا يا آدم اسكن أنت وزوجك الجنة وكلا منها رغدا حيث شئتما ولا تقربا هذه الشجرة فتكونا من الظالمين فأزلهما الشيطان عنها فأخرجهما مما كانا فيه وقلنا اهبطوا بعضكم لبعض عدو ولكم في الأرض مستقر ومتاع إلى حين فتلقى آدم من ربه كلمات فتاب عليه إنه هو التواب الرحيم قلنا اهبطوا منها جميعا فإما يأتينكم مني هدى فمن تبع هداي فلا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون والذين كفروا وكذبوا بآياتنا أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون يا بني إسرائيل اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأوفوا بعهدي أوف بعهدكم وإياي فارهبون وآمنوا بما أنزلت مصدقا لما معكم ولا تكونوا أول كافر به ولا تشتروا بآياتي ثمنا قليلا وإياي فاتقون ولا تلبسوا الحق بالباطل وتكتموا الحق وأنتم تعلمون وأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة واركعوا مع الراكعين أتأمرون الناس بالبر وتنسون أنفسكم
So I mentioned a few things while I'm looking around in here. Hi, Namal. I'm sorry. Hi, Namal. Am I saying his name right? Namal, right? Yeah. Hi, Namal. I'm showing you all these faces in here. Every once in a while, I'll see something that might turn into body imagery. And I'll be confirming it. I'm just letting you know because there's an area right in here that has shadow imagery. I'm only seeing it right now. I just started watching this. But of course, you see the face. I can see the hairdo on this face. You can see the nose. I can get you the mouth. I'll bring you in on this whole face for that large face. But within that face, right here, now, it's not as similar on this side, but there are some lines. Like this one's in white. This one is clear blue sky back there. That's what that is. But that's what I would call your black. That's what I would call the black. Anything that's dark. So we got shades of whites, grays, and blacks. Okay, so in here in this blue sky back here, you'll see shadow imagery of what could possibly be from a certain angle. So I just want you to know I'm looking for that as I'm looking around. I've never really been able to 100% confirm it. In other words, a body image that I can find all the toes, all the fingers, all the things that we think that humans are supposed to have body-wise. Because every time I start going in on the image, I'm going to start picking up other images. So I have to be thorough about every angle that I go and look at. And I will also pull in the cropper and start moving around that area. And you're going to say, what the hell is he looking at? What I'm looking at is a possible body imagery in motion. Because I have a head right here. I have a hand possible arms, right? Shoulders, arms. I have a possible torso with these weird looking legs, if that's what they are, or some kind of, again, am I gonna pull in wearing apparel? Because I've never seen any feet that look like that. Not if this ends up being a human image of a human walking or something like that. And I'm coming up and down because I'm going to try to get his face and everything as well. And I'm not saying that it is, I'm just pointing out that that's how fast it happens for me. I see this area. It's shadow imagery at this point. But as I'm looking at the shadow imagery, I can see what could possibly turn out to be a human face. I'm sorry, a human body. So, or something that walks upright, right? But it's got some weird looking feet on it. The arms are not extending all the way down. It's really weird. So I need to look at it a little better. Meanwhile, I definitely see what I can confirm 100% is that the faces, feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, are all around us. And the imagery is so crisp and clear, it's ridiculous. So, coincidentally, this area that I'm telling you about happens to be the nose of this character, this image that I'm pointing out with the eye here looking really well at you with the pupil. The pupils will always match when you find their exact angle that you're supposed to. You'll know that you're on the right spot because the pupils will match. If you start losing pupils, then go in a different direction. You will then hold your camera because you will see other images will pop into place. And you'll see it because it's image within image within image from the veil to the ground. It's all collaged. The true creator's work is all collaged. Um, it's beautiful work. I mean, learn your angles and distances of perspective with your camera and learn about lights and shadows as you're looking at all this. I mean, it's amazing. I'm going to keep looking for other things other than the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast that is part of what I do all the time. So if I see anything that falls outside the category of feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, I'm willing to look at it, talk about it, um, admit it, but it's still a question, if we do, of why so few. Why so few of anything, even if it's just shadow imagery and it's not a image of human in motion. I'd have to crop them from both sides. I'm going to. I'm going to put the camera back on the thing. I'm just trying to find a kind of angle. Okay, the faces I see them all. So, I, fucking thing. Eye, nose, mouth down, open down here. Look at this big fucking schnoz right here. Big schnoz on a face, I guarantee you, because I can see the timelines. I just have to put my cropper up to the timelines. And that's going to end up coming in. If you bounce your camera up, I'll end up being able to get that for you. Very good videos. Very good videos. They're only a measly 36 seconds in this video. And I eat up 45-minute videos on your 36-second video. I can eat up 45 minutes of it. And I don't even make it probably not even a quarter of the way through the video. So let's look at this thing a little more. What I'm doing is I'm changing my angles and distances of perspective in order to look at that area. Hmm. So I'm not getting it, just to let you know, I'm not getting anything other than the faces. I'm not getting the body imagery that I thought I was going to get out of it. I'm even having a hard time even getting a face where I would propose the face to be. Let's try a different color filter. Okay, so you have I'm gonna try a yellow filter. You have no filter on the camera, so okay, I'm starting to get a face now. But then I lose anything of a shadow image of a body then once I do that. Alright. All the faces in the background. Look at all the fucking faces everywhere you look. Oh, that's good too. Interesting. Okay, so that whole area that I'm looking at, the what I'm telling you is the darker area. Lots and lots of imagery in here. Look at this one too, looking right at us. Lots of imagery in here. I'm gonna go at a few of them just to show you. Let me get my stick over here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna zip you back and forth and all around and everything while I do this. I'm trying to decide if I like the blue filter better than the red filter or not. I don't know if I just do a whole bunch of them with both filters. So I get the blue filter on now. All right. So here's what I'm going to just point out. This is being used as an eyeball in a lot of different directions. But right now, you're only going to see it as the eyeball for, no, maybe not even that one. Let's see. Let's get this one. Let's do this one. It's going to be down here somewhere. Oh my God, there's so many of them. Oh my God, there's so many of it. Let's see. Where do I start you? Because what I got to do is I got to have the cropper in one hand and the other one. So again, we're looking in this area here where I was showing you might end up being possible body imagery, but the faces are undeniable. So eye here with the pupil, eye here with the pupil that match. See the pupils start to match. Nose right here, mouth right here. I would say in the rodent family, if I'm down here, right, I would say in the rodent family, but as soon as I come up to here, then I start pulling in the hairdo for that image. I start getting the hair. So I start thinking of it more of a human image. I'm coming up with my camera, changing my angles. I'm pulling some more light into the camera a little differently. Right now, you're probably getting this really huge image. Eye here, missing a pupil though, using this nose and this mouth. Let's come back out and see if I can find the pupil to it. I'm still not getting his pupil, still not getting a pupil. I have to come up in this way, and I'm starting to get the pupil. And this eye here is the one I'm looking for the pupil on. And do I ever get it? I have to be, oh, way over here. Okay, so by the time I get over here, I'm already changing eyes. I'm not even using that eye anymore because now this eye, I'm going to pull in with this eye, I think. Hold on. Nope, pupil don't match. People don't match. So there'll be another eye for that one. Just give me a second. Might be easier with the red filter. Look at all the fucking imagery. It's banging. It's banging. I can separate it all, but the problem is with my eyes, that is, but to operate the cropper at the same time as the stick and the camera and everything like that, it's a little bit difficult. It's unbelievable, man. It's unfucking real. Really good videos, by the way. I'm trying to find the other eye that I want that goes with this eye here because I'm going to do some spins. Okay, here's another one that goes with it. So this eye here with this eye here. And that other face that I was doing when I first started because I had them cropped on both sides. Notice the timelines everywhere. You can see the timelines. I really want this other one though. Okay, see how I got this one right here. So eye here, and this eye, I can't get the pupil on him. Let's try this. I couldn't get it far left. I just can't get him to get a pupil in his left eye. If I come all the way this way, I can, but it's not going in the same direction. All right, so let's bounce around a little bit right here. So now I'm gonna turn my. Oh, by the way, anybody else coming to these videos? This is Namal. I'm on Namal's channel doing a series to Namal. Okay. Same eye in the right corner. I'm gonna have a hard time working the cropper. All right, so that eye right there is the left eye to this other character. The right eye is gonna be right here, but keep an eye on him for a minute. I'm gonna crop him down at his nose, so you can get his mouth and his nose and his facial. Now, his timeline is right here. It goes like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and then comes down this way. So, and obviously my cropper is not going to fit the timeline exactly. So I'm just going to come up to the best point I can so I can still give you both eyes. Now I'm hard left and out a little bit from my computer. I'm pulling my camera back and forth because angles and distances of perspective, not just angles of perspective. Because otherwise I'll start picking you up on all these ones like this one here. Right, so I'm trying to leave all this out. So I'm cropping up to that eye, and then now I'm blocking part of his nose. So I want to bring my cropping tool up a little bit because I want to leave his nose, his eye, everything. So boom. And there's a reason why I'm going in on this because it looks to have some features that you might be interested in. Let's see. Right about there. Okay, now I'm gonna take the camera. I'm moving around some equipment and shit. So I'm bringing my cropper right down here and I'm bouncing it back and forth on this timeline that I got chosen here. I can't even stay on it because I'm bumping into shit. But anyways, right here. And then I'm moving my camera hard right, angled hard right. I'm trying to keep my cropper somewhat on that timeline so I can do this. And then I'm cropping back the opposite way so you can see more clearly that eye working with that eye, working with this nose and this mouth. And then I'm going to come up, bring you some more light, and I'm going to be bringing in the top area of the head. I'm coming hard right so I can bring you some texture, moving the shadows and the lights around and moving back and forth with the cropping tool a little bit so I can keep you on his nose. I'm going to come up a little bit because I'm losing him. I'm losing his right eye. And I cannot crop both ways because I have to hold the camera in my hand in order to get all these angles. Okay. Come out. Here's this one from an angle too. Cropping them from the opposite direction. You can clearly see the hairdo that goes with it. You can still see. Now, I'm moving the camera down because I'm coming down to the next set of eyes and the next face. which is eye, nose, and mouth. And it looks like if I kept moving my back and forth, I could get some whiskers in there somewhere. As that image, I can get rodents and other things out of it. Okay. Wow. Okay. Um, I'm taking that filter off. I'm gonna just try the darker filter for a minute. This is a pair of sunglasses that I just cut. Oh yeah, that's good too. Oh, this is a good video. Alright, let's see, where was I? Oh, it shut off? Hold on a sec.
أنفسكم وأنتم تتلون الكتاب أفلا تعقلون واستعينوا بالصبر والصلاة وإنها لكبيرة إلا على الخاشعين الذين يظنون أنهم ملاقو ربهم وأنهم إليه راجعون يا بني إسرائيل اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأني فضلتكم على العالمين واتقوا يوما لا تجزي نفس عن نفس شيئا ولا يقبل منها شفاعة ولا يؤخذ منها عدل ولا هم ينصرون وإذ نجيناكم من آل فرعون يسومونكم سوء العذاب يذبحون أبناءكم ويستحيون نساءكم وفي ذلكم بلاء من ربكم عظيم وإذ فرقنا بكم البحر فأنجيناكم وأغرقنا آل فرعون وأنتم تنظرون وإذ واعدنا موسى 40 ليلة ثم اتخذتم العجل من بعده وأنتم ظالمون ثم عفونا عنكم من بعد ذلك لعلكم تشكرون وإذ آتينا موسى الكتاب والفرقان لعلكم تهتدون وإذ قال موسى لقومه يا قوم إنكم ظلمتم أنفسكم باتخاذكم العجل فتوبوا إلى بارئكم فاقتلوا أنفسكم ذلكم خير لكم عند بارئكم فتاب عليكم إنه هو التواب الرحيم وإذ قلتم يا موسى لن نؤمن لك حتى نرى الله جهرة فأخذتكم الصاعقة وأنتم تنظرون ثم بعثناكم من بعد موتكم لعلكم تشكرون وظللنا عليكم الغمام وأنزلنا عليكم المن والسلوى كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم وما ظلمونا ولكن كانوا أنفسهم يظلمون وإذ قلنا ادخلوا هذه القرية فكلوا منها حيث شئتم رغدا وادخلوا الباب سجدا وقولوا حطة نغفر لكم خطاياكم وسنزيد المحسنين فبدل الذين ظلموا قولا غير الذي قيل لهم فأنزلنا على الذين ظلموا رجزا من السماء بما كانوا يفسقون وإذ استسقى موسى لقومه فقل اضرب بعصاك الحجر فانفجرت منه 12 عينا قد علم كل أناس مشربهم كلوا واشربوا من رزق الله ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين وإذ قلتم يا موسى لن نصبر على طعام واحد فادع لنا ربك يخرج لنا مما تنبت الأرض من بقلها وقثائها وفومها وعدسها وبصلها قال أتستبدلون الذي هو أدنى بالذي هو خير اهبطوا مصرا فإن لكم ما سألتم وضربت عليهم الذلة والمسكنة وباءوا بغضب من الله ذلك بأنهم كانوا علمتم الذين اعتدوا منكم في السبت فقلنا لهم كونوا قردة خاسئين فجعلناها نكالا لما.
Okay, I'm coming back to the same image that I was trying to get you on before. I'm just going to point out that I'm going to try to leave some of the sideburns in because I see several timelines. There's one timeline right here where the light meets the dark, right here. That's a timeline. So I can be on that timeline, or I could be on the next one down, which would make this sideburns. See? And it looks like I'm going to get this area here is going to be the ear. If I leave this as sideburns, I'm just trying to crop it. Yes. Yes, that's going to be a part of the ear. As a matter of fact, this whole mouth, this is a nose for another image and a mouth. And that nose and mouth for this image here, eye, nose, mouth, right? Or, oh no, eye, nose, mouth. So, but I'm going to use it with my cropping tool. I'm going to come on one of these timelines over here. I'm going to find the right one because that timeline here, if I come to here, I can give you his face good, which I will. I'll bounce back and forth to these timelines when I'm using my cropping tool. I'm smoking a cigarette with my other hand right now. So give me a minute. I'm only giving you so much of the forehead because I want the camera to be above the eyes. Eye. I want the small nose. I don't want this big nose in this image. This big nose comes along on a different timeline that comes down this way with the big nose and this big mouth. I don't want that one either. I'm going for this timeline right here. Let me see. It starts here when I put my cropper over there, and I'm gonna go this. No, that ain't the one. Is that the one? Let me see. Yes. So I'm still gonna use this part of the chin, this part of the lips, and I'm gonna come this way. This timeline goes like this. The one I'm trying to get you on goes like this. Should I lose it when I put the cropper in there? Hold on a minute. I gotta put my cropper on the other side. I gotta put this cropper in. So when I come down to here, that's the part of the chin that I want right here. And I don't want this nose and this mouth for the image that I'm trying to bring you. So I want to bring this part of the cropper. I want it to be on his eye here. That's as far as I can go. Is the eye right there, right? I need to keep that eye in. But I want the smaller nose. I want this nose with this mouth. Watch. There it is. There it is. And I can't put the camera in my hand. If I could put the camera in my hand, I could show you it even better. Okay. Now I'm going to crop from the other direction now because that's going to change some lights and shadows. And I'm also going to get down to his ear so you can see his face more clearly. You'll see the colors and the lights separate. See all this color, all in here. Whoops. All this color, all in here in this face that I'm trying to bring you, all matches. It doesn't start turning until you get to here, which is going to work as sideburns and an ear right here. But I got to crop it from both directions. Watch. Croppy crop. Croppy crop. And which this is all going to be his head as well over here. But you can see the color change. So over here, when I pull out, or if you would have pulled out with your camera, then we could go into all that, but we don't have to. So right here, boom, and then I get my other cropper in where I want it. Remember, I'm trying to get this timeline here all the way up to here. So I want it to come down like this and follow this timeline like this. And I don't have a cropper to fit it, so I'm just doing the best I can. So again, I don't want to come too far in because then I'll take away from his chin here. And I don't want him to have all this extra lip, all this other chin, because this also for another image will work because it's image within image within image. So let me do this again, boom, and then boom, and then I'll leave it there. I'm a little bit high here. I'd like to be like right here. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll do this. There we go. So I get in the small nose with that mouth, with that. All right, that's the image. Now there are many, many images within that image, 100 of them right off the top of my head. But I'm just trying to give you this one. The pupil is looking up. There are several other directions for that face that I'm trying to give you. There he is. This looks good, man. It looks good. And we can go in on it and I can pull, like I'm telling you, I mean, every which way I look, I'm seeing it all really good. These are really good videos. Let's go for this one over here next. What I'm doing is trying to do ones that I'm leaving on the stand so that I can use both croppers to try to explain a few things to you. That's all. So rather than confuse your eyes too much. But you can see what I'm trying to show you, right? You can see that easily. Look how fucking good. Look at the detail, man. Look at the detail. The true creator's work is like nothing anyone's ever even considered. We think we're so high technology with our bullshit. We're full of shit. Human population is full of shit. Let's see. Let's go for this one. I think I might have to get more of an angle to get him. Yeah, I guess I do. Maybe down here a little more. Might have to change my position a couple. Yeah, there he is. All right. Somewhere. I'm looking over the screen actually at the moment. I'm looking past the camera just for my positioning purposes. There he is. Turn this way a little bit. I'm just doing a little turning and adjusting on the camera so to make it easier on me. If I put the camera in my hand, I could do the same thing, but that's still not him. That's still not the one I want. Fucker, where are you? Right there, right? Shit. I'm gonna have to do this, I think, with the cropping tool and a stick because I need to take it off the... Yeah, I guess there's a couple good ones in there. It's not the one I wanted, but fuck. Alright, let's do this.
بين يديها وما خلفها وموعظة للمتقين وإذ قال موسى لقومه إن الله يأمركم أن تذبحوا بقرة قالوا أتتخذنا هزوا قال أعوذ بالله أن أكون من الجاهلين قالوا ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا ما هي قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة لا فارض ولا بكر عوان بين ذلك فافعلوا ما تؤمرون قالوا ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا ما لونها قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة صفراء فاقع لونها تسر الناظرين قال ادع لنا ربك يبين لنا ما هي إن البقرة شابه علينا وإنا إن شاء الله لمهتدون قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة لا ذلول تثير الأرض ولا تسقي الحرث مسلمة لا شية فيها قالوا الآن جئت الحق فذبحوها وما كادوا يفعلون وإذ قتلتم نفسا فادارأتم فيها والله مخرج ما كنتم تكتمون فقلنا اضربوه ببعضها كذلك يحيي الله الموتى ويريكم آياته لعلكم تعقلون ثم قست قلوبكم من بعد ذلك فهي كالحجارة أو أشد قسوة وإن من الحجارة لما يتفجر منه الأنهار وإن منها لما يشقق فيخرج منه الماء وإن منها لما يهبط من خشية الله وما الله بغافل عما تعملون أفتطمعون أن يؤمنوا لكم وقد كان فريق منهم يسمعون كلام الله ثم يحرفونه من بعد ما عقلوه وهم يعلمون وإذا لقوا الذين آمنوا قالوا آمنا وإذا خلا بعضهم إلى بعض قالوا
Got some nice words on them on that one.
بما فتح الله عليكم ليحاجوكم به عند ربكم أفلا تعقلون أولا يعلمون أن الله يعلم ما يسرون وما يعلنون والأميون لا يعلمون الكتاب إلا أماني وإن هم إلا يظنون فويل للذين يكتبون الكتاب بأيديهم ثم يقولون هذا من عند الله ليشتروا به ثمنا قليلا فويل لهم مما كتبت أيديهم وويل لهم مما يكسبون وقالوا لن تمسنا النار إلا أياما معدودة قل أتخذتم عند الله عهدا فلن يخلف الله عهده أم تقولون على الله ما لا تعلمون بلى من كسب سيئة وأحاطت به خطيئته فأولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون والذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أولئك أصحاب الجنة هم فيها خالدون.
You know, there's these other ones too that you can count them as a scene if you want to, but they all have something coming out of the mouth, whether it's the tongue or it looks like they're spitting something out. It's really just a scene, what we want to see as far as that goes. I believe that's all it is. But you can see things coming out of different images' mouths, just like the same time. Sometimes you'll see images with mouths kissing each other. Their mouths are open and they're French kissing. Well, I'm assuming, but they have these different looks to them where both of their mouths are open and two images will be kissing. But this one right here, eye, nose, mouth right here is spitting something out of the mouth. I'm going to try to crop them for you. I'm going to go in on, first I'll give you this eye. These are skinnier. They go on that timeline. Okay, watch. See how he's spitting something out of his mouth? I'm trying to get out of the way of the spit. If I come too far out, you start getting the next face, which is eye, nose, mouth. That one there, I'll crop him. He doesn't have nothing coming out of his mouth. But this one does. And I actually, in order to get him good for you, I got to bring you on this other timeline right here. And then while I'm at it, since I'm already in there, okay, so you can go to this one here first, right? Start with that. See that timeline? Boom, I go on the timeline, and you get in the first one. The other side of his timeline's here, but I can't crop both directions, so I'm just going to bring the camera over. There you go. Okay. And then I come out a little bit so I can see my next one before I go in on him. Okay, next one, I'm going to stop on right on his nose area because I see the next image and I went a little too far. Well, it's not the next one because I got to go right for the one I was trying to show you. The shit coming out of the mouth. I. I'm going to bring it up to that timeline. There you go. Then there's another one over here blowing stuff out where I come back to this timeline and give you the whole face that way. But see how the color matches? I can see the timeline though. So I'm going to come back to that one for a wider face. He still keeps the same eye. Some of this eye ends up being white. Then I can come back to this one. Probably have to crop him on the other side now that I made you look at that one. But right here, you have this one. See the other timeline right here? Timeline. Well, I'm going off it. Timeline. Timeline, right? So I go on that timeline. And then I can get you this one better. See how I'm coming back and forth to the timeline? So I can get you eye, nose, mouth down here. I go to that timeline. And I'll bounce back and forth a little bit. Try to hug his eye so you don't run into the next image. So you got image. There you go. And then, yeah, I need to crop from both directions in order to show you that any better. So let's see what else you got on your channel. There's the rest of that face laying down. The one I originally started out with the full chin and everything like that. He's looking up in that direction. See, there's the eye and there's the other eye. Actually, I can get the other pupil now. Look, I didn't even realize that. That's what it was. I wasn't far out enough because now I'm getting the other pupil. Look, both of those pupils are looking, up in that direction. I go the exact direction, like round, looking up. The whole face is looking up. The only thing is, when you're looking at the full image this way, if we follow this timeline right here, you get this large nose, and you still use the same mouth, it looks like, and then the chin comes down to here. Watch. And he uses much more of the face, hair and everything going on up here, and the sideburns. Like I told you, sideburns lead down to what? What's down here? Look at, follow the sideburns. Comes down, goes up, and goes under this big nose. If you only use the small nose, there's a small nose here, but that's another timeline. The other timeline cuts off this way. It goes down this way. show you. I have to do it this way because I don't have a cropper that fits all the way up. So in order to keep his pupil, I'm just going to do this. And see how it uses the smaller nose and the smaller chin. And then if I come out to this far timeline, I can give you that nose, the longer nose, using the same eyes. But that's how I get the pupil out of this one, is I have to pull back far enough and be at the right angle. It's really good though. It looks good. Should be able to see it. Anybody will come to these videos should be able to see it when I'm showing you. Oh, there's one that's right here that's so fucking good and I just can't get it yet. I can see it with my eyes, but I just can't pick it up on camera. It's right here. I don't think it's gonna transfer. Let's see. Maybe I'm not down far enough. I'm gonna go back with another. I'll go back with the yellow filter. There he is. He's hugging the left side of the camera. That's still. Is that him? Should be able to get his eye in way better. If I crop him from the top, I might have a good luck. Let's see. Oh, and then the hairdo pulls into it that way too. It's unfucking believable, man. Damn, it's so good. Where are you? Yeah, I got the hairdo. Damn. Right. There's that big eye keeps coming into play on me. Starting to get him. I think I got him. Yeah, I do got him. It's gotta be right there. Yeah. I think I got him a couple times actually. Okay. I mentioned that it's almost 5 o'clock and I started uploading videos at 8 o'clock yesterday that still have not uploaded. They're still not uploaded.
وقولوا للناس حسنا وأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة ثم توليتم إلا قليلا منكم وأنتم معرضون وإذ أخذنا ميثاقكم لا تسفكون دماءكم ولا تخرجون أنفسكم من دياركم ثم أقررتم وأنتم تشهدون ثم أنتم هؤلاء تقتلون أنفسكم وتخرجون فريقا منكم من ديارهم تظاهرون عليهم بالإثم والعدوان وإن يأتوكم أسارى تفادوهم وهو محرم عليكم إخراجهم أفتؤمنون ببعض الكتاب وتكفرون ببعض فما جزاء من يفعل ذلك منكم إلا خزي في الحياة الدنيا ويوم القيامة يردون إلى أشد العذاب وما الله بغافل عما تعملون أولئك الذين اشتروا الحياة الدنيا بالآخرة فلا يخفف عنهم العذاب ولا هم ينصرون ولقد آتينا موسى الكتاب وقفينا من بعده بالرسل وآتينا عيسى ابن مريم البينات وأيدناه بروح القدس أفكلما جاءكم رسول بما لا تهوى أنفسكم استكبرتم ففريقا كذبتم وفريقا تقتلون وقالوا قلوبنا غلف بل لعنهم الله بكفرهم فقليلا ما يؤمنون ولما جاءهم كتاب من عند الله مصدق لما معهم وكانوا من قبل يستفتحون على الذين كفروا فلما جاءهم ما عرفوا كفروا به فلعنة الله على الكافرين بئس ما اشتروا به أنفسهم أن يكفروا بما أنزل الله بغيا أن
So much going on in here. I'm having a hard time getting away from this one.
على من يشاء من عباده فباءوا بغضب على غضب وللكافرين عذاب مهين وإذا قيل لهم آمنوا بما أنزل الله قالوا نؤمن بما أنزل علينا ويكفرون بما وراءه وهو الحق مصدقا لما معهم قل فلم تقتلون أنبياء الله من قبل إن كنتم مؤمنين ولقد جاءكم موسى بالبينات ثم اتخذتم العجل من بعده عصينا وأشربوا في قلوبهم العجل بكفرهم قل بئس ما يأمركم به إيمانكم إن كنتم مؤمنين قل إن كانت لكم الدار الآخرة عند الله خالصة من دون الناس فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين ولن يتمنوه أبدا بما قدمت أيديهم والله عليم بالظالمين ولتجدنهم أحرص الناس على حياة ومن الذين أشركوا يود أحدهم لو يعمر 1000 سنة وما هو بمزحزحه من العذاب أن يعمر والله بصير بما يعملون قل من كان عدوا لجبريل فإنه نزله على قلبك بإذن الله مصدقا لما بين يديه وهدى وبشرى للمؤمنين من كان عدوا لله وملائكته ورسله وجبريل وميكال فإن الله عدو للكافرين ولقد أنزلنا إليك آيات بينات وما يكفر بها إلا الفاسقون أوكلما عاهدوا عهدا نبذه فريق منهم بل أكثرهم لا يؤمنون ولما جاءهم رسول من عند الله مصدق لما معهم نبذ فريق من الذين أوتوا الكتاب كتاب الله وراء ظهورهم كأنهم لا يعلمون واتبعوا ما تتلو الشياطين على ملك سليمان وما كفر سليمان ولكن الشياطين كفروا يعلمون الناس السحر وما أنزل على الملكين ببابل هاروت وماروت وما يعلمان من أحد حتى يقولا إنما نحن فتنة فلا تكفر فيتعلمون منهما ما يفرقون به بين المرء وزوجه وما هم بضارين به من أحد إلا بإذن الله ويتعلمون ما يضرهم ولا ينفعهم ولقد علموا لمن اشتراه ما له في الآخرة من خلاق ولبئس ما شروا به أنفسهم لو كانوا يعلمون ولو أنهم آمنوا واتقوا لمثوبة من عند الله خير لو كانوا يعلمون يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقولوا راعنا وقولوا انظرنا واسمعوا وللكافرين عذاب أليم ما يود الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب ولا المشركين أن ينزل عليكم من خير من ربكم والله يختص برحمته من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم ما ننسخ من بخير منها أو مثلها ألم تعلم أن الله على كل شيء قدير ألم تعلم أن الله له ملك السماوات والأرض وما لكم من دون الله من ولي ولا نصير أم تريدون أن تسألوا رسولكم كما سئل موسى من قبل ومن يتبدل الكفر بالإيمان فقد ضل سواء السبيل ود كثير من أهل الكتاب لو يردونكم من بعد إيمانكم كفارا حسدا من عند أنفسهم من بعد ما تبين لهم الحق فاعفوا واصفحوا حتى يأتي الله بأمره إن الله على كل شيء قدير وأقيموا الصلاة وآتوا الزكاة وما تقدموا لأنفسكم من خير تجدوه عند الله إن الله بما تعملون بصير وقالوا لن يدخل الجنة إلا من كان هودا أو نصارى تلك أمانيهم قل هاتوا برهانكم إن كنتم صادقين بلى من أسلم وجهه لله وهو محسن فله أجره عند ربه ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون وقالت اليهود ليست النصارى على شيء وقالت النصارى ليست اليهود على شيء وهم يتلون الكتاب كذلك قال الذين لا يعلمون مثل قولهم فالله يحكم بينهم يوم القيامة فيما كانوا فيه يختلفون ومن أظلم ممن منع مساجد الله أن يذكر فيها اسمه وسعى في خرابها أولئك ما كان لهم أن يدخلوها إلا خائفين لهم في الدنيا خزي ولهم في الآخرة عذاب عظيم ولله المشرق والمغرب فأينما تولوا فثم وجه الله إن الله واسع عليم وقالوا اتخذ الله ولدا سبحانه بل له ما في السماوات والأرض كل له قانتون بديع السماوات والأرض وإذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون وقال الذين لا يعلمون لولا يكلمنا الله أو تأتينا آية كذلك قال الذين من قبلهم مثل قولهم تشابهت قلوبهم قد بينا الآيات لقوم يوقنون إنا أرسلناك بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا ولا تسأل عن أصحاب الجحيم.
Okay, so I found another pupil. There's that same eye and pupil that I was looking at in all the other different directions. So there's that one, and looking in that exact same direction is this pupil right here. But look what's making up, look at the triangular shapes that are making up this area, right? And there are also triangular shapes making up this area. Just to let you know, give you an idea where we are. Here's that area where I was telling you, this dark area I was telling you looked like could possibly be body imagery. It's the same eye, but now it's going to be used with this eye, with this pupil looking in the same direction, same sad looking eye that's going to go with this nose and this mouth down here once I crop for you this way. Here's the timeline. So I'm going to come away from the timeline. You can see the cheekbone, see everything. I'm going to stop so you can see the eye. I'll stop moving around. See the whole face? Skinny looking face, if you can see his cheekbone that good. Image within image within image from the veil to the ground. I'm going to come out a little because I'm losing him. I'm going to just come away from his timeline just a little bit. There you go. Millions and millions of images within there. I understand that. I'm just trying to show you the timelines and get you to be able to separate the imagery.
ولن ترضى عنك اليهود ولا النصارى حتى تتبع ملتهم قل إن هدى الله هو الهدى ولئن اتبعت أهواءهم بعد الذي جاءك